Love will be patient, will be kind, will be enduring, and that's the foundation of marriage. That is foundation. That is foundation of marriage. And that is where our emotions will grow, the bonds will be there, our communication will be better. But today, because of people prioritize love, they lack the skill to maintain that love. When you say love at first sight, yes, you could love someone at first sight, but the point that, do you have the skill to maintain that love? Because marriage is not just about love. It's not just about love. You can't go far. You can't go far with that.
If that's meant to be, is going to be. All right, and it
I
takes
disagree
work.
with you. I disagree with you.
No, it takes work and patience. Why do you disagree with me?
I
Why do
disagree
you
with
disagree?
you because
Why?
I said,
Look.
does
These
love only
values.
stand for marriage?
What I'm
I
trying to
said,
tell
does
you.
love only stand for
Listen.
marriage? You say,
Listen.
if it's going to be, it's
Can
going
I
to
make
be.
my point?
What do you mean it's going to be? Going to be? You
What?
are emphasizing saying about love is only marriage. No, love cannot go far in a marriage. However you look at it, left and right, love cannot just go in marriage. You are saying whatever it be will be. So that means someone could literally marry someone for love, and that marriage will last forever. I disagree with you.
Did you, when I begin, I told you that
Yeah.
it's not just love; it's everything included. Okay,
What are the everything? What are the everything?
you cannot take the love away. If you're how can you marry your enemy? Can you be with your enemy? Because the way you're saying it and what you're saying is like you're taking the love away. Can you be with your enemy?
Of
Can
course
you
not.
marry your enemy? You
Of
cannot,
course not.
obviously. So why are you
Of course
taking the
not.
love out of it?
I'm not
Love
taking
is
away.
going
So
to
you
no,
are
but the way
misunderstanding
you're
me.
saying it,
I'm not taking the love away.
no,
I'm
but the
just
way
telling
you're
you.
saying it,
I'm
you're
telling
taking
you.
it away from it because
No.
you're just emphasizing on the love thing. It's there. If you've not
See,
experienced it, you will not know. It's there.
you see,
But what I'm trying to tell you is
yes.
transparency, people coming in there and not really stating what what the values and everything that you're talking about. Values can change. You cannot tell me that it doesn't change. We live in this world that everybody that you've dealt with have a value, and that value can be devalued based on certain things. Okay, you've had people that are married for years and they break down today. When you sit down with them and you ask them why have they gotten to where they've gotten today, that's when they're going to break down to you and they tell you about things that have been happening over the years, and those things compound. It gets to a point in life where you cannot tell me that you're just holding on to your value, you're just holding on to your principles, you're just holding on to your purpose. Nobody has ever done that. Okay. A time will come
Yeah.
when it gets to that point where you
Yeah.
cannot hold on to those things. It will change because you're human. You're not
So
robots.
when we change, what we hold that in is love.
When you change,
No, you make a statement about your issues of life, challenges and everything. The principles and this thing will not
love
hold.
is what holds you. Obviously, what else?
I disagree with you. Okay,
Why do you disagree
I
with me?
disagree with you. See, I told you initially, I said marriage fail not because people prioritize love, but because they lack the skill to maintain that love. What is the skill to maintain that love? What is the skill? So hang on. The skill to maintain love is compatibility. Compatibility without love, you will end up feeling empty, unfulfilled, and disconnected. So let me tell you, see,
So,
I will also make a Bible. I will also give you, unfortunately, I'm going to give you an instance. I'm going to give you a fact. The Bible says, have you heard the word when it say follow your heart? Follow your heart.
yeah,
But that
you
is
have to.
yeah, but the Bible says, the Bible warns us against that. He said the heart is so it's so deceitful. People can deceive you, but you are following the same heart that you're following your heart, but that same heart can deceive you because let me tell you, love is a byproduct of marriage,
Look,
not foundation of it.
you cannot
See,
sit down
see,
today with me and start
love,
quoting me Bibles and telling me Bibles
love,
because the
love,
Bible contradicts
is
itself.
byproduct. See, love is a
Listen,
byproduct of marriage, not a foundation.
The Bible
If
that
you
you're
marry
talking about
someone,
contradicts.
who shares your values, your respects you, and is compatible with you, love will grow naturally. Love will grow naturally. But marriage for love first is like building a house on the sand. That's for me. Marrying for love is like building a house in the sand. When a problem comes, like finances, children, sickness, romantic love
So
will not sustain the marriage.
so the
Only
question
commitment
I'm
and
asking
compatibility
you, the
will.
question I'm asking you to understand is when you're going into a relationship or you're going to into a marriage, you have to obviously go in a relationship before you make the decision to marry. So you're telling me you cannot put love there before you go into those things. So can you meet somebody that you don't feel any love or you don't have any sense of love for the person? You probably see the person and you hate the person you don't like the person, and then you're gonna sit down with them to see if you're compatible with them before you go in a relationship with them.
You see, when you say
No, no.
you you
Um,
seems to misunderstand the context
so
I'm
make
coming from.
so
See,
make me understand it
just
because I
when
don't
I see
make me understand what you're saying.
when I see somebody, I say physical attraction is what drives me first. That physical attraction does not mean I'm in love. That physical, I just physical attraction. So by the time I start getting to know that person, I start liking. I like the person, right? I'm liking the person, or the way the person talks, the way the person share ideas, the way we debate idea, the way the person does critical thinking and everything. I begin to like. Over a period of time, we begin to get used to each other. We begin to call ourselves on the phone, going
So
out for a
that's where
date.
your love
And
starts.
so it's not love. We're still liking. That's
So
me. It's not love.
when at what point in time does love
So
comes or did love come in for you?
over a period of time, So see, emphasize over a period of time.
I
One,
want to know the period
so
because
I'm telling you.
we've got
Allow me to. So you're asking me a question. Allow me to. Just allow me to respond. So over a period of time could be 6 months, could be 1 year. Okay, and we've been together. Of course, we've been together. Being together over a period of time. One, I've come to see me and this person. We have things in common. That compatibility is there. That purpose, values, shares, everything is there. Then naturally, I want
the
to do
love
with that
comes in.
person. I don't want to. It will comes in. I don't want to live with that. I can't see myself living apart without being with that person. I want to be together. So this is
And
where
that's where your love starts. That's what you call love.
exactly. That's me personally.
Do,
Yeah,
do
that's
you
where my
know
love.
you can grow? Do you know you can grow attached to somebody? Do you know you can grow attached?
What do
Don't get it confused. Don't get love confused and
what do you mean grow
attachment.
attached? What do you mean grow
When
attached?
I say attachment, you can have somebody around you, and because of the benefits that you're getting from the person, you do not want to lose them. You do not want them to go away from you. That doesn't mean you love the person. Okay? It's just like friends. When we talk about love, people will only associate love to maybe between a man and a woman or whatever. You can have friends that you love your friends. Okay, people can come around you. When I say love your friends, your friends can be around you and they don't love you. They're just around you just to get what they want to get from you. Okay. So when I talk about getting attached to somebody, people come around you and because of the benefits they'll get from you and they get attached from you, they don't want to move away from you and they want to mix that with love. That's not love. Because if you're telling me over a period of time, you've met a woman, you've given yourself 6 months to a year before you begin to love them, how can you tell me that that is just love and it's not you being attached to the person because you like the way they speak, because the way they share ideas with you, as you just mentioned, the way they communicate with you, the critical thinking and all those things. It could be because you've lacked that in your previous relationship. You didn't have anybody that you could do that with, and you've got this person that in we're talking about that you've probably been able to do all those things with them, and you've got attached to them because you can do those things to them. Then you want to associate that to
Let
love.
me let me ask you this. So Andrew, is love a feeling or see just listen.
Love
No,
is a feeling.
is it just a feeling? That's all, nothing else.
What is it? Tell me. What
Okay.
else is love?
You see, uh, love is a decision and an action. So when you stop investing, when you see, so all see,
See,
that's why I said.
Okay, go on.
Listen, no, just
Hmm.
listen. That's why I say people do not prioritize love over compatibility. It's not because they don't have the skill. I'm repeating myself again. It's because they don't have the skill to maintain that love. Love only fades when people stop investing in their relationship. That investment, you don't invest in time, you don't spend time together, you don't talk together, you don't communicate together. So it become a transactional partnership. It become code. Love is what makes people forgive each other. When you start investing together, when you start supporting each other, when you start doing things together, you grow, you begin to grow, and that's why love is a sacrificial, not emotional. It's a
See,
sacrificial. You
see,
sacrifice,
I like what you
not
said
emotional.
there about it's a decision and it's a what? It's an action.
Yes, action
What brings your decision and your action?
over a
What
so
triggers that? Is
so.
feeling. No, it's your feelings that triggers that. No, you
What kind
cannot.
of feeling? Just a
It,
hard feeling,
look,
emotional hard feeling.
whatever decision you make it from your feelings. You cannot tell me you don't.
So what kind of feeling are
If
we
you
talking about?
if you
Feeling.
don't
You
if you
saw
don't
someone
flow,
for the
listen,
first time
listen.
out
Before
of
you make a
sight. You saw
decision,
someone
before you
out of
make a
sight for the
decision
first
about
time,
something,
and you
if you
feel it, and you
don't
made a
if you
decision and you
don't
get
flow,
married. That's what the problem
before
is.
you make a decision about something, if you don't have a good feeling on that thing, you're not going to make a good feeling. If you have a bad feeling about something, you're going to make a bad decision about
Andrew,
that. So it
the heart,
starts from
the
your
heart is so
feelings.
deceitful. The heart is so deceitful. You could have if you can be emotionally deranged and you make a wrong decision. The heart is so deceitful.
So
It's
how do you make a good decision?
sacrificial. Is
How do you,
about developing
how do you make a good
sacrificial
decision?
decision making, action over a period of time, investing in that relationship, coming together, working together over a period of time. Is a sacrificial. You can't just say a feeling of what. You see someone for the first time. Oh, you saw someone. The person is looking the shape you want in a
let me,
woman,
let
or
me
the shape you
this
want in
is
a
why I
man,
asked you.
and you have a feeling.
This is
What
why
kind
I
of
asked
feeling?
you. When you talk about the physical attraction that you talked about from the beginning, if the person physically attracts you and look good, but you don't have good feeling about that person, would you still get along with the person and get to know them for this 6 months that you're talking about, this 1 year that you're talking about, to see if you're compatible?
You
Is
see,
it
you
not?
see,
Is it
for me,
not?
see,
Is it not?
for
Is it
me,
not you feeling good? No, no. Hold on. Is it
okay,
not
yeah.
you feeling good that you decided to get to know that person better? Have you not met somebody and you looked at them and they still have your physical attraction, but you didn't feel no good, or you don't feel no good about getting
Okay,
to know that person?
why did that not feel why did that not feel no good? Because
No, you.
of conversation. Yeah, see, you are see you are even you see you either not understanding me, or you pretend not to
So,
share my own view.
so do you think you
I
understand me?
said I said see
No.
I
If
told you
I'm
see
not understanding you, do you
so
think you
so
understand me?
so I told you basically. I said when I see someone for the first time, yeah, what brings me closer to that person? First and foremost, listen clearly. First and foremost is physical attraction. First, yeah. So that physical attraction brings me to get to know the person. So when I start getting to know the person, when I mean getting to know, that means I'm now in a friendship with that person. We start talking. Of course, if that person's the way the person talks, our conversation, we don't, there are some sharing things in common, or get to know each other, our values, or this does not gel, does not click. I will leave. I will walk away. I will walk away. I walk away. You will not, that will be the end of conversation. But when we start talking, getting to know the person in terms of value, purpose, responsibility, compatibility, ideas, then everything is clicking together, working together. I will love to be with that person for a long period of time, and that is where I will make my decision. So making that decision, I've already fallen. You see, I've
Okay.
already
So,
fallen. Vice versa, the person also fall as well. So remember, action. That decision, that action is what getting to know each other. We're investing. That the sacrificial is coming in, kicking in. That decision is for me to propose. I say, you know what, this person is the right person for me. I'll make the decision to propose, and that's when we get married. So
okay. So,
now, but me now, but so me now saying me now seeing someone, I say I fall in love, and the next thing I propose to the person because I follow my heart.
No,
This
but
is where the problem is.
when we talked about you falling in love with a person, doesn't mean you're proposing to the person straight away.
But you just said married out of foresight. So
No,
someone
I didn't
sees
say
us.
married. I said love at first sight. Did I mention you marrying the
But,
person at first sight?
but the discussion now is marriages. How does marriages? Because marriages fail because people take love out of sight and they get married. And they get married. So what happened after 10 years, after 15 years? What happens? So that's why when you say love fades, love
So
if
you see
actually
you've come out clear now
love someone.
you've come out
If
clear now to say something that makes me understand that you didn't understand what I was saying to you.
no,
Because
no, no,
I
no,
didn't say
no.
I didn't tell you that because you've loved somebody at first sight, then that you're just jumping into marriage with a person.
Yeah.
I didn't
What
say
is
that. I didn't say that wasn't my exact words. I'm saying to you is possible and it is there that there's love at first sight. But
and they get
you
married
and
and they get married.
yeah, they can get married from that.
Yeah,
And
that is the
and it
problem.
works.
So that is the problem we have in our society today.
You think so?
Yeah,
And you believe so?
see, that is the most of
So
the problem we have
so
today. Because see,
you
you
believe
see,
what works. You believe
people
what
think
works
so.
for marriage. You
People
believe what
think
works for marriages and what makes marriages last long is taking love at first sight out of it.
you
Is
see,
that
you
what?
see, you are misunderstanding me. Yeah,
No.
out of work. See, out of marrying, seeing someone for the first time and falling in love, first on first sight. If you look at it, percentage of it that works in a society might be 2%, 1%, 3%. Yeah, yeah, 3 or 4 or 5% maximum. The 95%, the 95% of it, does it work? Because people think marriage is like a Hollywood romance. You know, when you watch movie, you know, this television is make believe. Maybe probably Andrew, you'll be watching a lot of romance movie, and that's where you are coming from. So watching a lot of romance movie, you see where someone will meet someone at the shop mob or at the restaurant, at the bars, and they fall in love and they kiss, and the next thing they propose. I think you'll be watching a lot of movie. But real marriage is about sacrifice. It's about commitment. It's about growth. You grow. You grow together. You grow together.
I don't.
Love is not
I,
enough. Love is not enough.
I think
Love is not
you're in
enough.
a little bubble. I think you're in a
Yeah,
little
love
bubble,
is
and
not enough.
you
No,
still don't
love is
you
not
still
enough.
don't understand
That's
what
why
I'm saying to you.
that's why we have a quick
you
divorce. We have a divorce
you're
because
making it sound like
foundation
you can
foundation
marry
was emotions.
your enemy
So
or you
foundation
meet
was
somebody
emotions,
you
not
don't.
principle. So foundation
All right.
foundation is the foundation was emotion, not principle. If life is governed with principle, so if you follow that strategy of life that is governed with principle, everything we do today is about our actions. Our action came from the decision our decision, so to speak, is as a result of our action over a period of time. So marriage that are built on compatibility, they share faith, they share responsibility, last longer than those built around romantic feelings like the one your romance and Hollywood movie that you watch. And that's where we have a lot of divorce in our society today. I tell you this, I'm telling you.
So for what you've just said now, can you just put it in a small can you summarize it for the viewers to
So
understand
so so
before you get married or before you even make
so
that decision?
yeah.
What are the things that you need to be working on or things that you need to be looking at before you do that?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think for me personally, I will also go back again, emphasize. For me, what should come, my final submission is this. What should come first is compatibility. Yeah. I'm not giving away, I'm not arguing the fact that when you see someone, the attraction is there. You see someone, that first attraction is there. It's fine. There's no wrong in that. But compatibility must come first because love is too emotional and unstable. When someone is unstable, that's where the problem starts. So when you get to know someone, you begin to share that responsibility. You begin to look at the values. Would you share values? Do we share our culture, our values, our responsibility, our purpose in life? This is where both of you will grow naturally. When you grow naturally, the loves will kick in. And when the love kicks in, the sacrifice, the value will come. And that will make that relationship to last longer. So that when these two come together, you see that our marriages will last. So that is what I think from my own personal view as my position.
So thank you so much for that. And I'm still not taking away what I said from there, because that can also work. And if that works for you, that's brilliant. You can always share that to somebody else. They will definitely learn some one or two from it. But yes, what you've just said, compatibility is very important. Patience and everything is very important. It goes a long way. But before you make decisions, it has to go through your thoughts and how you feel, and you make decision based on that. So you cannot just make decisions about what you're thinking about. It's your feelings, isn't it? That feeling thing is always going to be in the middle, because without feeling, you cannot make any decision. And no, you cannot tell me not a single person makes a decision without their feeling coming in place. Everybody makes decisions based on their feelings, whether it's being good or bad. So yeah, watch out for that too. That's very important. Don't just make decisions when you're mad. If you've heard those things, those saying. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, my viewers, that is over to you, our viewers. Do you believe marriage should be based on compatibility first or love first? Drop your thoughts in a comment, share this debate, and let's start a conversation that will change how people view marriage. This is the moment it clicks. See you